Welcome to the Patriot Classroom. My name is Ken Williams. I'm with the Modern Day Patriot, and I'm going to take a quick second while I'm on the highway here to talk about something that's, to me, is very important for today's situation, today's craziness. Food. Food is power. If you don't have it, you don't have power. You don't physical power. And also power of control of your mind. If you don't have food, you need food. You've got to find it somewhere. You either have to make the money to buy it, you have to grow it, or you have to wait in line to get it from somebody. The latter, waiting in the line, whether it is a charitable organization, whether it is food stamps, whether it's wherever. If you've got to wait in line for food because you can't either afford it, you don't have it, or there's just none available, you're in trouble. So I'm challenging you. Start preparing now. It is the 2nd of September, and wherever you go, whatever website you go to, whether it's FEMA, the CDC, or whatever, blah blah blah.gov, whatever, they have different opinions. Some say 72 hours worth of food. Some say a week. Some say 2 weeks. Some say. As a patriot, as a prepper, minimum, you need 6 months worth of food for every family member in your house. And when I say 6 months, I don't mean a little bit for the baby, a little bit for your 5-year-old, a little bit more for your teenager, and then for mom and dad. No. Plan for an adult male's consumption of food for every person in your house. I've heard the recommendation of 2,500 calories a day for an active male. 25 to 3,000 calories a day is a good goal for a male, but I want to challenge you into making that a priority for every member, because you never know. Some days you may need a little bit more, and since the wee little one doesn't need 3,000 calories a day, now you have surplus. That's how you plan, that's how you prepare, that's how you get ahead. And as a patriot, as a prepper, you need to be ahead of the curve. And by planning for that extra bit of calories for each person, now you've got a surplus. Now you're working ahead of the curve. And so I'm challenging you. Bare minimum, absolute bottom barrel, 6 months worth of food for every person in your household, including pets. Don't forget about your pets. They're just as important. So, the baby, the toddler, the teenagers eat a lot of food. A lot of food. And they don't always necessarily understand why, but their body is growing, it's changing, it needs the extra calories. It needs the extra protein. So that's why I'm saying, plan on what a healthy adult male would eat for each person in the house, including grandma and grandpa. 2,500 to 3,000 calories. It seems to be a good round number. Now you break that out however you want to, with beans, rice, protein, meat, nuts, pasta, and all. That's up to you. You figure out what you like to eat, and you figure out what 3,000 calories is per day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, I'd be willing to bet if you sat down and figured it out, it won't be hard to come up with 3,000 calories, especially for food you like. And if you're on a restricted diet or a specialty diet, say a nut allergy or gluten-free or some sort of diabetic diet, you got to take that into consideration. When things get bad, you don't want to be messing around with that, because you may not be able to get the help you need. So, I am challenging you. I'm putting it out there. 6 months, bare minimum. I'm working towards a year's worth of food for my entire family. That's my personal goal. But as just starting out, or as on the fence with all this stuff, or if you've got a spouse or loved one that's kind of on the fence, and so you're kind of trying but not really trying, you need to be preparing. Food is power. Don't let someone else have control over you and control over your food. You do not want to be standing in line at the Walmart FEMA camp waiting for your water and cheese. That's no bueno. 6 months. I'm challenging you. You can do this. I know you can. This may take a little bit of thinking power, but you can do this. Whether you've got to pick up a few extra hours of overtime a week, or you've got to pick up a side hustle somewhere, or maybe it's time to clean out the closet and start selling a few things. Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, eBay, Etsy. Some of those places take out a percentage, but in the long run, if you've got a lot of junk, a lot of crap sitting around, someone else will want it. Someone else will buy it. Trust me. I've done a lot of that myself. I've sold things on Craigslist. I've sold things on the marketplace. I've sold things, a lot of things on eBay. People will buy it. You may not always get what you want for it or what you put into it, but at this point, you need every penny you can get to go towards food. Food is power. Do not forget that. If you don't have the food, you do not have the power. Someone else does. So I want to drill that in your head. That is a challenge. 6 months worth of food. Write that down, figure it out, come up with a plan, find out what you like to eat, make your meal plan. So that way you can be watching when things go on sale, when things go on discount, so you can snag it up and put it away. Because trust me, when it comes the day when you open the cupboard and there's nothing there and you're hungry, you can manage. As an adult, you can manage. But when those kids get hungry, and the teenagers get hungry, that breaks your heart. So 6 months, put away. Don't touch it. Don't think about it. Put it away. This is not part of your working pantry. So that's my challenge to you. 6 months, at least 6 months. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And I understand. Some of you are on budgets. Some of you are on disability. Some of you are seniors. Some of you are retired. I understand that. You don't have to go buy it all today. I'm not saying get it all in the first week. But your goal has got to be 6 months. I don't care what FEMA says. I don't care what the CDC says. I don't care what the blank.gov says. Because they want power. And if they have the food and you don't, they have the power. So it's time to flip it up and you get the power by you having enough food for your family. So that's it for today. The challenge is 6 months worth of food. It's going to cost, I understand that, but you can do it.